Hi, Butch McCain here. Each week we pass the tithe buckets, and sometimes we have a special offering. That's a lot of money, and we want to let you know what happens to it. I'm here to give you a reminder of the past few years and what your tithe has been doing. Do you remember a few years ago, our high school pastor, DJ, wanted to build a school in India for the underprivileged kids there? Thanks to you, it happened. The people of Canyon View all said yes to furthering God's kingdom, raised $25,000 in a weekend, and now that school stands today. Or how about when we heard about a village in Thailand that needed a church? One weekend and $40,000 later, and suddenly there's a thriving church for the Karen people in Thailand. When you heard of the starving children around the world and how Convoy of Hope really makes a difference, you invested over $170,000 in the past 3 years. When the call came to help people in Mexico build homes, once again you were all over it. You not only donated to help, but went there and built. When you heard about the plight of orphans around the world, you stepped up. So far, people from Canyon View have adopted or brought into foster care over 80 orphans. And making sure people can afford to do this, you have donated over $65,000 since our orphan initiative began. At the Outpour Orphanage in Thailand, Canyon View gave $5,000 to ensure kids are healthy and hear the gospel. This summer, 22 middle and high school kids went to Thailand and the Philippines on mission trips, thanks in large part to generous donations and scholarships from you. From a world view down to a local view, you just keep at it. This March at the local teen homeless shelter, Canyon View gave $10,000 to make sure local teens were taken care of. And how about Thanksgiving last year? Canyon View gave away and delivered over 1,000 meals to shut-ins and the poor. This summer, over 100 underprivileged kids went to Camp Hope. This was only possible due to you wanting to see kids come to Christ and providing scholarships for them. You also fed a lot of kids here in the Valley. This year, the backpack program was in 11 schools, providing over 500 backpacks. That's 50 tons of food this year alone. Feeding the poor, helping the orphans, sounds like Jesus to me. In Kimwood Park in Clifton, hundreds have come to know Jesus and lives have been radically changed. Starting out with something as simple as offering food, we have seen this outreach grow into a ministry that has changed the whole community. And now you're at it again. This time with the Racket Club Apartments. Starting with a simple meal and just showing interest in people, lives are going to be changed and souls won for the kingdom. Just last week, we baptized 22 people at the Sunday night service, some rededicating their lives, and many brand new in their faith, all ready to make a change. Oh, and one more thing. Last week, Pastor Kirk asked if you would help bring new churches to the South Sudan. Well, you responded with over $67,000. That means that you've started around 24 new churches without even leaving Grand Junction. Some ask, can one church make that much of an impact? Can one church really further the work of Jesus? Well, actually, the numbers don't lie. I'd say the answer is a definite yes.